I lacked confidence my entire life until I learned how to build it to attract 10 out of 10 girls. And there's 5 simple steps to doing this. Some will change things for you instantly, and others will be long-term solutions that will give you confidence for the rest of your life. We're gonna start with something that's gonna instantly change everything for you. Over the last 3 years, I've been a very confident guy and done well socially, but when I met my Swedish friend 2 years ago, I realized that there were levels to this. And he would talk to every single girl, every single friend group, and befriend people with ease. He was one of the most charismatic, charming guys, and I knew I had to be his friend. And to prove this, he was in Florida, and we were walking by one of the most popular nightclubs with a line that was so long you'd have to be on there for 45 minutes. And he saw some girls and instantly just befriended them, got us to the front of the line, and gave me an intro, and this girl really liked me, so all I had to do was keep the conversation going. So the lesson here is you need to make confident friends. If you're friends with guys who pull girls, this is the cheat code to success because you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their mindset, their beliefs, the way they behave, the way they act, it's all gonna rub off on you and you're gonna start to be more like them. It is basically free mentorship, but all you gotta do is just make friends with these guys. So that is your task here, and doing this has no downsides. It's only gonna help you get more girls. They're gonna give you intros. They're gonna allow you to get with girls that you would have never talked to in the first place if you're shy and you can't get that conversation started. They're gonna give you those easy intros and allow you to date and get with the hottest girls, and it's gonna help you build your confidence quicker than you'd ever imagine. And here's another quick trick that will allow you to be instantly more confident around the prettiest girls. See, my whole life growing up, I would place such high value on beauty. I thought that it was the most special thing that girls would have, and I overhyped it in my mind. But at 20, when I went to Sweden and started having success with girls, I was getting with very pretty girls myself, making friends with some of the most beautiful girls in the world, and I would have very platonic relationships as well. And I'm still friends with gorgeous, gorgeous girls. And what you realize is they're exactly the same as everyone else. They still get crushes on guys. They still have all their issues, their anxieties, their insecurities. They are no different from anyone else. So one thing you need to do is you need to devalue beauty and understand that these girls are multidimensional just like you. Just because they have beauty doesn't really mean that much. They still want to get to know you as a person. They still have all these other things going on in their lives. And if you just kind of treat beauty as one aspect amongst many, it's going to allow you to be so much more relaxed in these situations around these beautiful girls. Because if you hold something at such high regard in your mind, it's going to be almost impossible for you to attain. The more value you place on something, the more difficult it's going to be. It's just going to cause more anxieties. But if you're just like, oh, beauty, that's just one thing amongst many. I want to get to know this girl as a person. Is she even fun? Is she nice? Does she have a good heart? Then you're going to be trying to get to know her from a different angle, and you're just going to end up getting with the hottest girls anyway. So that is a trick, is to devalue beauty. It's going to really allow you to be more calm and confident around these pretty girls. And boys, before we dive into the long-lasting steps that I took to build my confidence, I put them all into a confidence transformation guide that you can grab for free right now, and it's the first link in the description. And here's what you need to understand when it comes to building true, long-lasting confidence. Until 19, I hadn't done anything with my life. I was scared of the world, and I had no accomplishments that would have been socially recognized anywhere. All I'd done is hike a couple mountains and get through high school. I'd lived in my family's shadow my entire life and just hoped things would work out and hoped I would get a girlfriend. But at 19, after I got broken up with, I started taking my life in my hands. I knew that I had to make everything happen for myself. And it all started with me taking on self-development, getting sales jobs, starting businesses, traveling the world alone. And now I have so many accomplishments and accolades behind my name that I just have a level of confidence that always sits with me no matter what. And here's the thing you need to understand, is that confidence is earned. And that is the key to building true, long-lasting confidence. But how do you actually do that? See, the first sales job I took on, I actually did terrible and I didn't get a single sale. And this actually lowered my confidence. But then going into my next sales job, I took a little bit of time. I read a couple books on communication. I got a sales mentorship in person, had someone really teach me how they are succeeding with sales. And then I went into my second sales job and I actually started making money. It wasn't anything crazy, but I was succeeding now. And this gave me a confidence boost. And then fast forward a couple years later, I started my own sales mentorship program, and in the first month made 8K, went on to make 10 plus K a month for the next 8 months. and really succeeded. And this gave me a level of confidence that I just now have with me all of the time, knowing that one, I started a successful business, but also that this came from something which I was shit at. I was terrible at sales and didn't get a single sale in the first job I took on. And I took it all the way to the point where I was able to start a sales mentorship company and make 10K per month with it. So this gives me a level of confidence knowing that I am a competent man in the realm of sales. And here's the cheat code, is to develop your competence in as many areas as possible. If you can have 20 different levels of confidence, like one is sales, another is talking to girls, another is fitness, another one is making friends, and you literally have this across many realms where you're just extremely competent at all these different skills, you're gonna have serious levels of confidence to go and back up who you are as a man. And this is so, so important. And lastly, this not so obvious truth is gonna really change how you view confidence. So at 19, after I got broken up with, I took on holistic self-improvement, doing reading, meditating, journaling, pushing my comfort zone, and really improving my mental health is the overarching key statement here, which is what you're doing with self-improvement. So when I improved my mental health, my confidence got better. And what you understand is that confidence comes from the mind. So the more you work on the mind and improve your mind by improving your mental health, that's pretty much the direct correlation, you're gonna allow yourself to be more confident. So if you want to be more confident, you should be prioritizing your mental health. Just as if you were to want a great body, you would be in the gym doing the actions it takes to have a great body. It is that simple. This is one of the keys to really developing true confidence, is improving your mental health. And once again, boys, if you want all the steps that I took, breaking everything down, giving you an affillable worksheet to build your confidence that you can refer back to, make sure that you're making progress with, I linked that down below. And this is the same thing that I use myself to this day to constantly level up and become the man that I want to be. Once again, it's completely free. First link in the description, you can grab that now.